Yes, it's that time. It is and we've got an interesting one for you from Unearthed Films. I love their releases because they bring to light some films that you may not know exist, but probably should. Today we're talking about Invitation Only. It's being released by Unearthed Films. It's directed by Kevin Coe and written by Sung In and Carolyn Lynn. And we get the story of five folks who are invited to a very exclusive meeting. They have invitations only that you can get in. But once they are there, they soon discover that they are also the entertainment, and they soon find themselves running for their lives as they're being hunted by other folks at the party, and their violent kills are being put on display for all to be entertained. Yes, it does have the feel bit of a Hostel 3 type of approach, quite a bit. It does have that influences in here for sure. And mixed with a bit of Saw and a bit of intrigue as well. And I liked that. You could feel those influences. It wears it on its sleeve, but we do get some great tension-filled moments and some wonderful performances. Now, Ray Chang plays Wade Chin in here. He's the guy who kind of is the main character who he's this guy who works for a rich guy and just happens to get into the invitation-only party thanks to an invitation given to him by his boss. Gee, go figure. That's not suspicious, right? But I really loved his performance in here. He felt like this reluctant, almost leader of the other four as the nasty things start to happen to him. And Julianne Chu plays Hitomi, and yeah, I loved her performance as well. She was one who her character does some smart moves for sure, makes some smart decisions. Gets to be a bit tough on her own as well, and I liked that. I liked what they did with her character, especially when she gets to this one scene in the control room I didn't expect, and she actually does some things that you might not expect for a character in a horror film, especially one who's supposed to be a victim. Maria Ozawa also shows up in here as Dana. Yeah, she puts in a solid performance. All of these characters, it's interesting, have this kind of dark secret to them. That's where the Saw angle comes in, and her dark secret I thought was interesting, and her performance as well. She makes you feel the fear that she's feeling, as well as some other emotions going on. Yeah, I mean it's a solid tension filled film where it's interesting. Some of the video quality looks with the high frame rate shot in HD for at least when it was made, which I think it was 2009 is when this one actually came out. But the practical effects look really good. The gore stuff that they come up with, the situations and the kills that they come up with that are put on display for the audiences are quite brutal. It is not for the faint at heart, for sure. But if you are a fan of Hostel, fan of the Saw films, and you have not seen Invitation Only, you should see Invitation Only, because I think you will find a lot of influences from those other films in it, and you'll find it an entertaining movie with an interesting ending. It ended not like I expected, in a good way. So there you have it. You can check it out. Unearthed Films has released Invitation Only. I think it's out on streaming as well as physical copy. Please check out all our wonderful things here. Got some great reviews coming. I appreciate the support. Help us get to 2,500 subscribers. So have your friends tell their friends and tell your friends and all of that good stuff. Until next time, remember, keep that ticket stub.